Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 6th of October 2022. I want to use the Cosmic Tarot and I want to see what the cards have to say about Thursday and what this day is going to look like. So I'm just going to ask the cards, what are the highlights of the day? What's happening morning, afternoon, evening? What are the major pluses and opportunities? And what do we need to watch out for? Let's see what that is. Okay, just 3 cards. First card is the 5 of Cups. Okay, so the perspective is important. Next, we've got the Empress. Keep looking forwards. And finally, the 4 of Wands, and you'll get to a very happy place. The 4 of Wands is a card that talks about celebration and weddings and having a good time and really being on top of the world. So it's interesting because the cards are saying this day can go one of 2 ways. It can be negative and you can focus on the negative stuff and it will feel grim and dark and difficult and not a lot will move forward. Or you can look at the things that are left, the good stuff you've still got, and you can deliberately kind of pull things around and deliberately focus on the positives in your life. That will lead to a sense of motivation and optimism for the future. The Empress is about love and new beginnings and kind of using your energy to give new life to something. So this card says the perspective is really important because the Empress is something you have access to. And you can see how beautiful and how everything is shiny and sparkly. She's got the whole world here. So if this is available to all of us, it's a good idea to tap into the Empress energy. And then finally, the 4 of Wands, taking that approach will lead to even greater opportunities. But first and foremost, a place where you're so content and happy that you want to share the good times. In this case, we've got someone doing some kind of dance moves here out by the pyramid. So it's a place of feeling like life is treating me well. It's time to celebrate and let's enjoy the good times. So usually with the 5 of Cups, we've got 3 cups that are spilled and 2 cups which are still upright. And we've usually got this figure cloaked in black and it's staring at the 3 cups that have spilled. And the main thing about the card is to manage your perspective because there will be a tendency to get into your feelings and for the feelings even to be overwhelming to some degree and to say, oh, everything is lost and it's all hopeless, and to really let yourself be swept away on these waves of despair. But the thing usually is that we have 2 cards which are upright. And the key thing is not just to lament the things that have spilled, but to actually rescue the ones that haven't yet and to pick them up and to put them somewhere safe. And you can't act if you're in the process of saying, oh, isn't it all terrible? Now, in this case, we've got this woman sitting in front of a dresser or a table. All 5 cards have spilled and we've got this storm outside. So what I'm getting via this deck, because I chose this deck for a reason today, Law of Attraction at work, and the message I'm getting is that something may seem to be much worse than it actually is. And to continue using that self-discipline and not letting yourself tell a really negative story. You know, when something happens that's upsetting or unwelcome, often we can say, okay, well, and then this is going to happen now because this didn't work out. That's going to have a knock-on effect. And we can really make a situation which is already disappointing even worse. So this deck is kind of suggesting that caution is something that is a good idea, especially when it comes to these huge extreme feelings, especially if they're negative. And to deliberately build that into the day. You know, I'm saying something like, oh, it's all too much, I can't. Turning that around and saying, I can, and I will break things down into manageable bits. So it's really being there for yourself, supporting yourself and encouraging yourself. Cups is water. So water is your connection to your intuition, connection to your higher self, the universe, God. It's that ability to receive comfort as soon as you kind of intend to connect with something bigger. So your feelings can guide you, but along with those positive kind of suggestions, on this day comes the emotional storm. So really be clear on what's what. The Empress then usually is pregnant. She's surrounded by all this wheat. She usually wears a dress with pomegranates on it. And the message is abundance and prosperity, new beginnings, control, the harvest coming in, having more than enough. Here it's similar. It's this, first of all the riches. So she's very prosperous in what she does. When she makes a plan, it works out. Then we have this cap with the stars. And that reminds me of the Chariot. The Chariot is the 7th card in the Major Arcana, and it's a victory lap. It's a card that symbolizes and indicates thumbs up, success, this is going to work. And it kind of means that this person feels divinely guided to do something. And it's interesting, I've never seen that in the 3rd card. And whatever she plans to do, whether it's conquering the countryside or, I don't know, expanding her empire or harvesting the food that's been growing or making a speech and letting her kind of leadership skills shine, ultimately, she feels the conviction that this is important and necessary, and that's why she doesn't doubt herself. And that's why the 3rd card of the Major Arcana is so good at giving life to things, because of exactly that. She doesn't second guess herself. She doesn't nitpick her decisions. It's, I have a desire to do it. I know it'll work out well, so I will. And that really simplifies everything on this day. It's this matter-of-fact approach that, you know, if this is important to me, then I owe it to myself to do something about it. It's as cut and dry as that. And it really manages this, which can be this impractical sense of, oh, I need to dig around in my feelings and in my emotional wounds. A lot of the times there's nothing there but more pain. Sometimes there are great insights, but a lot of the time it's important to just say, okay, well, this isn't going anywhere anytime soon. What can I do in the meantime? So that practical, positive approach leads to the 4 of Wands. And Wands is about fire, so it's about things that are meaningful to you in life. The 4 usually are lined up 2 on each side. They create a doorway, and it signals a moment in your life that is significant. Okay, a significant signal, yep. And it's a doorway into a happier future. And a future that contains celebrations and parties and weddings and fulfilling your life mission and purpose. Here it's someone feeling so free that she can just go out and kind of dance. And there's freedom of movement here. There's a sense of wonder. There's a sense of this is ordained, this spiral here, something bigger is at work. So keep it simple. Look at what opens up on this day, what you can generate in your own right. Avoid overwhelming feelings, especially ones that don't lead anywhere good or that are impractical. And you'll be surprised by the good stuff that appears and how your emotions then flip as a result. So I feel that at the end of the day, all 5 cups are going to be upright and filled. And she's going to be celebrating and the storm has stopped. So yeah, in the meantime, how can I be productive? How can I do something I enjoy? Can I give my energy to something worthwhile? Number-wise, we've got 5 and 3 is 8, and 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 in numerology is communication and new beginnings. And here it's the Empress. So that's the key thing of the day. That's what the numbers are underlining. Focus on what can be done next and what will be new in your life. What can you create on your own? So have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading, please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on... did I just say this? I'm sorry if I did. So you go to the website, gregoryscott.com, and you scroll down a little bit. You'll see a button that says book your reading. Click on that to order your reading with me. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, please. Hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.